Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Monday morning news and Jentel show. I'm your host, Mike Barrett, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how is your marvelous Monday morning going so far?
Absolutely fabulous. And you'll see why in a minute.
Yeah, you had a pretty good night last night doing your solo show without poor Mike. That's true. She had a great night last night. All right, guys, once again, welcome. We have plenty of, well, we don't know that we have plenty of news in terms of content, but we have some very interesting things to share. Jen has some Jentel, which I have not heard yet. We're just waiting for all the platforms to come online. Unfortunately, with this, in order for me, I had to make a compromise. Okay, I wanted to get the Rumble chat over here where I can click on it and highlight it. Let's find a Rumble chatter. Not him. Desi. That's from Rumble. I was not able to do that before because we do now set the stream up a different way. So consequently, what happens is while I get the chat, what we don't get is we don't get previews on our YouTube channels and our Rumble channels. Jen, would you like to get your Rumble channel set up to carry these shows as well? Jen's busy.
I don't know about that yet. I kind of want to keep that one clean.
I'll talk to Jen about that. But anyway, the result is that we have to wait for our audience to catch up to us and get notified that we have gone live, even though everybody knows we're live all the time, at the same time, on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do instead is fill in some of that early time while we're waiting for everybody to get caught up with us and talk about our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors, and people like that. So if you want to catch any of these shows, you want to hit the channel Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We now have 5,300 subscribers, which combined with another 6,000 I have on Mike Barrett 2 and a few that I have on Mike Barrett 3 and Mike Barrett 333 on YouTube. We got about 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully not all of you are the same. There's Jen just putting the signal up, putting the show up. So Real News Live with Mike and Jen, you want to go follow us over there. And then you can get our live streams on your screen. There's an example right there. And you can hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, that little red subscribe button that helps to the tune of $5 a month. It's a mere $5 a month to support the show and support me and Jen. And yeah, we have to continue to live life. Oh, Jen, sorry. The CBD gurus are cutting into Jen's head once again. I need to fix that. Let me turn them off. Okay, Jen's now clear. How did you get up on top? Okay, shouldn't be a problem anyway. All right, and $5 a month you can contribute to the show for as long as we need anybody to contribute to the show, which may not be a whole lot longer. So also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com, where Matt and Lucas create all kinds of CBD-based products for your health. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to my wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S, just a plain lowercase ALIEN. Press the enter key and you'll slide into this week's specials, which include a discount code MarkZ15, or you can pick up some currency, some Bolivar and some Dong, usually included with your purchases, along with all the cool stuff. The sleep gummies, the regular gummies are available. The X-Freeze Roll-On Pain Cream, which is fabulous stuff. The Pain Cream, the Lotion 2000, some of the CBD pet oils and other things like that. The CBDgurus.com for the best CBD pet products. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, MikeBarrettPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for the health of your fur babies, your kitties, your doggies, your horsies, and your human, yourself. Click on the Shop Now button, pop that up, and you can get into all of the products. There's catalogs or categories for dogs, cats, horses, humans. I've got Barkley on the Mojos and the Mush Puppies, again, running around like a puppy, having a great time. The special sauce for dogs and cats, the pet balm. This Fluffy Muffy unfortunately scratched the shit out of her hot spots, and they're bleeding again, so I had to put her collar back on her ring collar, and I'm going to treat him with pet balm. I thought we just about had him cured, and she went and carved them all up again. So that's a shame. But Chill Doggies is a great new product for if you've got an anxious doggy. Mush Ponies. It's funny, Jen. Dave and I went to see Rod Stewart on Saturday, and I kept using Simply Safe to check in on the camera and see if Barkley was all upset or had anxiety. No, he just slept the whole time on the living room floor. He's just knocked out. So that's cool. But anyway, pick up all that cool stuff over there. If you have any questions about the health of your pets, send an email to mikebaraPets@gmail.com. Should be in the description. And talk about, ask any questions you want. And also for the humans, we have the Coriolis Versicolor, a mushroom-based supplements, the Inforce product line, Inforce Plus, Inforce Restore, Inforce Clarity, Inforce Shield gummies. They got chocolates, they got candy, they got coffee, they got starter packs. MikeBarrettPets.com, link in the description. Also, one more time, please do not forget to also visit our new sponsor, LifeWave, the LifeWave X39 patches and X49 patches, all kinds of cool stuff for your life and your lifestyle. I have 3 friends that have had absolutely phenomenal results with this stuff, so I decided to get on board. I had Michael Jaco on talking with me last Thursday, I guess it was, going over the LifeWave line of products. Link in the description if you want to shop for those. And already got some people picking them up. I'm using them every day. No results yet, but you supposedly have to take them 1 month for every decade you've been on the earth, so it'll be 5 months before results. Thank you guys. Anyway, pick up the link in the description. You're shopping with Mike Barra there at lifewave.com. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at law.com?
Okay. The classes are on sale again. I've gotten a lot of email requests for that. People asked me to do that, and I figured I'd just throw it up on there. It's easier than giving people special deals privately. So $199, that's a cheap one. That is more than half off. You can get them this week. I will send them to you via email. You're going to have to email me after, so I've got a good email that I know you use. Otherwise, because sometimes the PayPal email is different. And then I will send them to you via WeTransfer. Download them to a computer. They will go to your download files. Do not try and do it from a phone. It won't work. Also, you can get to Susan Gretz and Marcy Howell on my website. They do not work for me. You need to email them after purchase. Susan does all kinds of readings and things that I don't do. Finds missing items. She's amazing. Does everything. Marcy will cleanse your house, your people, and get rid of the bad guys for you. And she is also a healer and medium, but she's mostly focusing on this gift right now. So you can get to them right there. Also, I'd like you all to go to patchworkpup.com. Patchworkpup.com. There's a /philosophy. There are links on my philosophy on Telegram. Trying to help this lady save her house. We have not gotten enough sales on that. So if anybody wants Jentel merchandise, you can go in there and get it now. Click on the picture. It will give you cheaper options. You can get screen print or embroidered. The teachers, and then the price will change once you choose embroidered or screen print, and she will get that made up and sent to you. You're going to want something yellow. Okay. They've got gold, and they've got yellow, they've got black, and I think they got white or something. But patchworkpup.com/philosophy. And let's help this lady save her house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like white, black, and yellow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then also, I would like you to go to Philosophy on Telegram. If you are not there, you should be there. That is where I put out all my information, all the shows I'm going to be on, everything I know and everything I get, everything I think is relevant. We also have a chat group attached to that called Philosophy Chat Group. And I believe there's a pinned link you can join that chat. Last night, I started doing reading shows on philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble. Everybody, you need to go over there, subscribe, like it. I'm going to start doing the reading shows on Sunday nights. Can't promise them to do it every Sunday night. But that was a huge success. There were more questions than I could answer. So, but that was fun. And that's a good time to do something like that Sunday night when nothing else is going on. So
get
go
him in
on
now
over there.
before Sunday night football starts again, and you'll never see Jen after that because she's watching football every Sunday. So
Probably not.
Probably not.
Wow.
Okay, Jen's really excited. Jen wants to go, so I'm gonna get my news out of the way as quickly as I can, and let's do that. Let me give you your news update. Let me turn Jen off up here. Okay. News update. Everything I hear is that it's supposed to go tonight. It was supposed to go last night. However, the codes that Iraq was supposed to enter were not entered. This was not Iraq's responsibility. IMF and BIS are supposed to tell Iraq they can go now. What they are waiting for is Tier 3 settlement financial funds transfers. That means Tier 3 liquidity to a certain percentage before Iraq is allowed to enter their codes. They are now shooting for tonight between 12 and 3 Eastern time, not Reno time in this case, Eastern time, for Iraq to do that. Should Iraq do that, we should hear about it in 1 to 3 hours at the most. If Iraq refuses to enter their codes, even though they've been cleared to do so, the codes should be forced into happening. So if they are given the clearance tonight, and this is what we're waiting for, is the clearance. Okay, we have enough Tier 3 liquid now that you can go. If they don't go, it's going to go anyway. That's what I hear. So the question is, have they been given the green light? The answer is no. They are going to attempt to give them the green light again tonight. If we have achieved critical mass, and I keep talking about this, Tier 3 critical mass, sufficient backing in Tier 3 by gold, primarily, for the RV to ensue, it will then happen. Other information I have, Tiers 1 and 2 are fully liquid. Tier 3 funds have been moved and are ready to be processed. Many have been paid. Some are still on standby but are fully funded. Now that conflicts with two different sources. One source says, no, the money's not completely in Tier 3 yet. The other says, yeah, Tier 3 is ready to go. After that, once Iraq enters their codes, we are supposed to go very quickly. I have another update. Wow, let me check on that. I have another update that the broker still has not received his contract, but he now has spoken to someone in his group at his level who has. Now, when he receives his contract, that's like a private bond thing, meaning that they're now funded and financed. And I believe they're Tier 3. So we're all kind of waiting on Tier 3. I have another source that I have to paraphrase. He's brand new. But he has told me that he knows that he has two people who received payouts for their bonds. Well, one guy received payout for his bonds and his currency back in February. The other guy received payout for his bonds and is now staring at his payout for his currency, sitting in his bank account, waiting to be released. And I have verification on that. I have visual verification of payout into an account that is liquid. So I believe that is Tier 3. So I believe what we're waiting for, Jen, and piecing this all together from different sources, and I believe I can say this. Wolvie, by the way, says he's getting ready for his opera. I know he said that before, but Wolvie is hearing wonderful things from the Pentecostal groups and South Africa and South America. Jen, you look very youthful today. You look, it's not a filter. You look like when things are good, when the positive vibe is happening, you look younger, you feel better, you look great, you look really good, Jen.
Well, if you
So what
watched
I-
the show last night, we did this thing where we're going to pull the light in and we're going to like recharge our batteries. I've been doing that.
remember,
Hopefully that's
remember,
it.
you give with your right and you receive with your left. So bring it in like that. Bring it in the spiral like that, right in there. All right. So the news is, guys, that it is supposed to happen tonight. That is our best opportunity ever. Last night was our previous best opportunity ever. This is now our best opportunity ever. And I, again, will be extremely surprised if it does not happen overnight. But if it doesn't happen, there's a reason. It's simply a matter of final liquidity transfers into tier 3, and we are really close to that happening. And at this point, with people already having been paid out, which I believe I can now say is confirmed, it's inevitable. It's unstoppable. It's simply a question of when is it our turn. That's where I think we're at, Jen. So I'm going to turn it over to my colleague and co-host, Jennifer Falah, and give you her Jentel for today, which I'm anxious to hear, Jen, because I haven't heard anything about it. So go.
Okay. Well, good morning. For last night's show, and if you missed that, it is on. There is some Jentel there, and there's also a recharge your battery exercise at the end of it, and that is on philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble. So last night, the information that we got was from Gabriel. It's just things that I heard. I heard budget tables, Iraq, public announcement, and tomorrow, which is today.
Okay.
I heard lease agreements, and then I heard RV processing, rate and notifications for Tier 4B Monday through Thursday. And a separate occasion, I got 328. Didn't know if that was Thursday. It was. There's been slow movement because of traffic in and through Reno. And then I heard currently funding treasuries. This morning.
Hey, real quick, I did put this on Telegram, but I can confirm all the movement around Reno. I had somebody watching flights yesterday, in and out, private jets, dozens and dozens, a highly unusual level of activity. So that's true.
Okay.
Can already Jentel that. Confirm
okay. Today, this is interdimensional meditation for March 24th, 2025. I went into the 6th level of heaven. I was in a hurry this morning. And when I got there, I was like running to the field in front of my tree. And I wouldn't think about the dress. I didn't think about anything like that. I'm like, okay, we got 20 minutes. Let's get there. Let's get the information. Let's get it down. Let's get it off to Sue. Get on the show. As I'm running down this hill, I see the sleeve of my dress, and it's yellow. And for those of you who don't know the yellow story, a long time ago, I was testing somebody I was doing meditations with when I was developing this interdimensional meditation, and it was too good. The guy's answers were too close. And I went to Archangel Michael, and I said, well, I'm going to test him, okay? I'm going to send him into meditation. I'm not going to tell him anything. If the code word is yellow, and there must have been something yellow in the room when I did that. And I said, if he comes back and he gives me the code word, I will continue to do this. So I sent him into meditation, and I said, somebody wants to talk to you. He went in. He came back half hour later, sent me an email. He said, I don't know what you wanted me to do, but Archangel Michael was there. He looked at me and said yellow and told me to leave. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. You can't deny that. So yellow has been the code word for us in this community, the code color that it's happening. Today, the dress was yellow. And as I approached the field next to my tree, Jesus was already there, and the team of archangels were already there, and they were celebrating. And I'm like, okay, am I tripping? Am I making this up? The dress is yellow. And I looked at Jesus, and he was very happy. Took me by the shoulders, and he said, "Congratulations, you've made it. Between now and this weekend, you will get notifications to exchange." I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry right now. It was like I couldn't even handle it. I mean, so this is one of those times just back a few years ago when God told me you need to trust and you need to go out there and say what I said. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Donald Trump will land on the lawn of the White House at 6 p.m. And such a date and be sworn in as the president of the United States. And then what happened? A helicopter landed on the freaking lawn of the White House. And that was like one of the biggest Jentel confirms ever. So this is one of those days. I'm going to have to come out here and I either make an ass out of myself or I'm fully redeemed. But they said that this is it. We've made it. I looked at Gabriel and I was like, is this really happening? And he said, yes, they signed off. I don't know who that is. I said, is there anything that
IMF and BIS.
Okay, they signed off.
They signed. That's got to be what we're waiting for. Now Iraq can go tonight. So.
All right. And I said, is there anything that could stop this? And I look over and all I saw was a man. He said no first. And then I saw a man with handcuffs on, but they weren't like police handcuffs. They were these big, wide, like stainless steel clamps on his hands. I'm thinking it means, nope, their hands are tied. They can't. But he said they could only delay, but like for a day, not a very long time. And then everybody's celebrating, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go out there and say all of this. I mean, am I tripping? Yeah, look at Jesus, and he says, trust. I'm like, oh. All right. Throw your slings and arrows. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to trust in God. I'm going to tell you that this is our week. Sometime between now and the weekend, Jesus said, we get notifications to exchange. They have signed off on this. It's a done deal. We're moving into 4B. We made it. Congratulations. You're a strong one. Oh, my God. And then Gabriel said, the world is about to change. And that's the Jentel for today.
Well, I think in terms of Jentel, that's probably enough. I don't know what.
Oh, the 28th is Friday? Yeah, good enough. Close enough. Freaking close enough
Friday.
After all this time. I don't even care.
I'm sorry, 28th, was that the day we started going to appointments? Or
well, Jesus, actually, I got the 28th last night when somebody asked me. I can't remember what they asked me. I went through a million questions, but I got the 28th. Last night I got between Monday and Thursday for Tier 4B kickoff. I think that's notifications. Today, Jesus said, between now and this weekend, you will get notifications to exchange.
Yeah. Okay. So
something's got to happen in Iraq before that.
Right. If Iraq were to enter their codes tonight as anticipated, then the 28th would be fine for public notifications because it can be kept quiet for a couple days while they line things up. So there we are. That makes sense. At least it makes sense to me. All right. Some 2,300 of you in the live stream right now. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, you can still subscribe over on the Rumble channel. Also hit the thumbs up button on whatever platform you're on. That helps get the show circulated. On the possibility that we have to go forward without an RV, although I think the chances of that are very small. I think there's a much better chance that we go forward with the RV here very soon. And Jen, I'm sticking
There's no going back now.
No, that's the other thing I was trying to point out. There's no going back. We're too far past it now for it to stop. It's just a question of when does it hit our pockets, right? So we have about 50 questions. Jen, how long do we have you today? Till 11:15, 11 o'clock?
11:30.
11:30?
Wait a minute.
So
Yeah, let's do like 11:20 or something. I think I've got I got somebody at 11:30.
okay, so if you subscribe, you get your questions answered first. Please remember that it's very important to include the name of the person or pet you are asking about and your name for Jen to connect properly, correctly. So Jen, let's just go to the chat and start getting the questions ripping out there. We have a few Rumble rants this morning, and we will get to them as well. We'll start on the YouTube side. Mary wants to know when she's going to get her med bed appointment. I usually like to do this in months. Like, what month is she going to get her med bed appointment?
That's how I usually see things in blocks of time.
Yeah.
Like months are big squares and weeks are rectangles. Right, D. There is a good possibility for you that you could get it at the tail end of April.
Tail end of April. Wow, that's early. That's good. Usually, of course, early means you're not well. So that's actually not good, but it's good that you're going to get in. John de Townsend says, you see me changing jobs for a better one soon.
I see you retiring, really.
Okay, well, you know, it's better
I mean,
than
why?
Okay, look, Jen, let's just leave it there. You know, it's better to be retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christina says, I have constant discomfort. When is the timing on my med bed appointment? Popular question.
May.
Cooper D. Grand Monday, I'd like to know if my brother Dwayne is getting anything from his 8-year bus accident from the attorney he has now. Apparently, he had a bus accident 8 years ago. It hasn't been paid out yet.
Not much.
Not much.
You're not going to be happy with it.
Christy Swan says, Jen, I'm waiting on a bank deposit. Can you see when it is coming?
I think it's tomorrow evening.
Cool. It's always good to get those bank deposits. Carolyn wants to know, do you see her having her own home in the next month or two? I really don't think I'm going to be able to stay married much longer. I'm sorry to hear that, Carolyn.
April, May is kind of a back and forth with that, trying to set things up, trying to make plans, trying to make final decisions.
Yeah, you know, it
really looks more like June.
It takes a while to get a house. It takes a while. Morning, Mike and Jen. This is Catalina. Jen, do I stay in my current position or get the supervisor position I applied for? Catalina applied for a supervisor position. Wants to know if she's going to get it.
Not this time. You know why?
No. Go ahead. Why?
I'm hoping I know why.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. But if that is the case and you're going to do that, then somebody else isn't going to do that, and it's probably written that they get that position.
Yeah. So let them have it. Let them have it, and you ride off into the sunset with your pocket full of gold. Patriot MNUSA, hun, I wish we had your name. We'll try to connect anyway. This lady wants to know, if Jesse, her son, has a message for her. He's passed. Any messages from Jesse to whoever is asking this question?
I listened to you, and he's been in dreams.
Okay. David Murto says, hey, Jen, you've got something on your face. Oh, wait, it's just beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
That's nice. Leslie says her Labrador passed away a little over a week ago. Oh, I'm very sorry. She died in her sleep. I want to know if it was a peaceful passing. I miss her so much. Labs are the best. Just sweet dogs through and through.
She woke up and she felt like a little bit of something, like she might throw up, and then it was just like black. So yeah.
She went peacefully then, pretty much. Gary Seven says, I asked my girlfriend when her birthday was, and she said March 1st. I've been marching for a half an hour now, and she still hasn't told me. Gary, you have the worst dad jokes ever. Starboard Tax says, pineapple on pizza, greetings from a good friend of Mark and Zach. Well, hello, Starboard Tack. It's nice to know you, even though we've never met. Hi, Mike and Jen. My name is Christine. When is my husband Steve going to wake up to what is really happening in the world?
When the income increases, that's going to help a lot. I keep hearing the word income. So when, like a time period? Gradually over the next 6 weeks.
As shit becomes real. What day will I exchange currency? Friday, like everybody else. Can't you imagine? Knock it off. I don't know.
Pass.
Do you pass? Do you? Yeah.
It's something somebody needs, like medical or.
Yeah, it'll be soon. Kathy Mayhall. Hi, Kathy. Or Mayhall. Will my daughter Megan and my daughter-in-law Izzy become pregnant anytime soon? They both have had some issues conceiving. Thank you. I so much want to be a grandma. Don't put any pressure on those girls.
Megan, Izzy. Megan goes first. She ends up having 3 children. Izzy has 2.
Wow.
But starts later.
Interesting information. Rosie G says, this is Rosie. When do you see me moving and in a med bed? Let's go with the med bed. Probably first, because that'll mean she moves before that, probably.
Med bed. You actually move first. Med bed, July.
Letitia, thank you for the Rumble Rants. Will I be retired before June so I can travel with my family? Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay, just checking on any more Rumble Rants. Tiffany, I'm going to make sure I get your question in there. Smash that like button. Yes, please do. Virginia Elliott says, Jen, is the currency I purchased all okay?
That's not really something I can seriously answer. I mean, I can give you a roundabout, most of it or whatever. I think I'd say it's safe to say that most of it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see me getting a house? Kentucky.
No. That's where she is now. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So when I do this, I'll see like a map and then I get a direction. I'm going northeast from where you are now.
Wow. Northeast, maybe New Hampshire, someplace like that. Kathleen O'Boyle, I will be moving this year. Will it be to Utah or Nevada?
Nevada really feels
hot.
I'm really getting a connection to Nevada.
Nevada's hot. It's hot. Okay. Like hot. I had a dream last night I was in Africa riding an elephant. That was really weird. It was really weird. Felt like fun though. Jen, this is Paul L. Will our multi-generational home continue after the RV? Our daughter Jenna's family of 5 live with us in a rental currently because they can't afford a place. She has VND as well.
I feel like you let them live there for a little while. Then everybody moves and there's 2 separate residences.
Good. Jan, I don't know if I can tell you, you know, you'll be able to make an offer on April 1st because we just don't know the schedule. That's pretty tight. But Jan wants to know the house I want to purchase in Concordia is now showing backups. I have until April 1st to make an offer. Will I be able to purchase the house for my son and granddaughter?
That is cutting it close.
Very close.
You really don't want to make an offer until you have money in hand. So I'd say the deadline, you're probably going to go past that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Janelle wants to know, do you see my brother Jace coming back into my life in the future?
Yeah, but it's going to be a long time.
Freddie Robinson wants to know if he's going to get the promotion to crew chief that he's applied for at my fire department. Thank you for being a fireman, Freddie. Thank you for being a fireman.
They were expecting to promote you.
It's an important job, and congratulations. Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Nancy P. Will Ron S. and I see each other after the RV?
I do see, it's almost like you're long distance or something. I do see you meeting somewhere. You're staying in some kind of hotel. So like for lunch or something. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Jen. Denise here. Will my son Richard stay with his new partner? If not, when will they part company? Thank you for all you do.
That's none of our business. That's what he's saying. So
okay.
I think maybe you're hoping he doesn't.
Yeah. Hi, Jen and Mike. This is Jennifer. I'm in communication with someone regarding a med bed appointment. Are they legitimate? My guess is no. I would tell you no. But let's see what Jen gets.
It's not the right kind.
No, it's not med bed time yet. Med beds come after the RV.
No, it's not the right kind. I think there's something about that, but I don't think it's the same kind of
it's
unit.
A different type of device. Yeah, there are some good treatment bed type things out there that are not the med beds, but are still really important. Sheila wants to know, after med beds, will I be moving to Texas? Where in Texas and when? Wow. Be specific there, Sheila.
You will be moving to Texas, northeast part.
Cool. Tiffany wants to know, will she move to Ohio or stay in Utah? I would think Utah would beat the hell out of Ohio, but I don't know.
I think it's Ohio.
Why, oh, did I ever leave Ohio? Tim Regenhart, yeah. Do you see my son Chase making it through the academy, and what district do you see him in? 8, 9, or 10? Will Chase make it through the academy? Sounds like a police academy. What district will he?
Yes. District 10.
10. All right. Viviana says, this is Viviana, when do you see me meeting my life partner?
It'll be about a year. He's not ready.
Mary Gould. Hi, Jen. My best friend Peggy is going to sell her house. Will she get her asking price? And how quickly will it sell?
Just below asking price.
Okay.
It sells pretty quickly. I'm not getting an exact time period on that.
Hi there, Jen. This is Jackie. I'm scheduled to fly to Florida to visit James on Wednesday, April 2nd for the long weekend. Will all go okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, take some ivermectin with you.
There we go. Nikki, can you ask God if my worries are blocking what I've been praying for? I asked for signs and I received them. My angels wouldn't mislead me, correct?
No. Angels, God, Jesus, they do not do anything deceptive or misleading or anything. We have to take full responsibility for what we receive and what we don't. Yeah, worries can block you from getting the correct information. I kind of explained that, the same concept I explained on the show last night, that they're like rocks in the stream or like shades over the window, you know? So yeah, stop the worry, and then you can be a cleaner vehicle. It takes a long time to be able to, and practice, to step back from your own emotions and your own expectations to get the answer. And if you're afraid of the answer, it's going to be really hard to trust what you get.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a Rumble rant over here on Rumble. I haven't spotted it yet in this chat, but I want to ask it anyway. So this is Stephanie. $20 Rumble rant. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
What month will my medbed appointment be, and will I go to the RV before the medbed? She says she's got cognitive issues and physical issues. So Stephanie wants to know the month of her medbed, and will the RV happen before that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the RV happens.
Well, the RV has to happen before that, so you can get a ticket to go to the medbed. So yes. Yeah. The medbed appointment is 2 months away.
2 months away. So May, good for you. Good for you. Starboard Tack, friend of Mark Z and Zester. Did you get the version of Star Trek that Mark sent you this weekend? Yes, I did, and I sent him back a better one. There's this meme out there, and it's girls in the little red mini dresses. I think I downloaded the wrong Star Trek. Will my sister Sharon get her high blood pressure under control? What is causing it to be so high lately? My name is Karen. So Karen wants to know about Sharon's high blood pressure.
I think it's her weight. I think it's hereditary. She's also got almost like an anxiety disorder that throws it through the roof. So everything that she shouldn't have is causing the high blood pressure. And then she gets anxiety from having high blood pressure, and she's afraid of that. So this woman really needs to calm down and follow doctor's orders.
Yeah. I feel like taking a CBD Guru's gummy before I go to I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm thinking of taking one so my blood pressure is nice.
Have her tested for diabetes as well. Tell her to get tested.
Tested for diabetes. Rosemary wants to know, when do you see her and Mark getting into a med bed?
Late July.
Okay.
Well, that came in clear.
Late July. Diana, do you see me going back to my job after my grandson is born on April 1st?
No.
Jen, do you see my divorce finally getting filed by my attorney anytime soon? I've been waiting forever. Kind of wanted it done before we go. This is Rex. So Rex wants to know if his divorce is going to get filed by his
I'd
attorney.
call the man today and get it done. Especially if we're going to be doing this end of week.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just dragging his heels, and you need to ride his ass to get it done.
Yep. Carla, will I purchase 83 River Road in Essex?
No.
Okay. Amy, hello, Mike and Jen. My husband and I are having a very difficult time with our son and his family. We plan to take a trip to North Carolina on Friday. Do you see the trip going well?
Well, that's kind of tension during the trip. But as far as safety and everything, I think it goes well. There is also fun. Smiles.
Holly, we can't tell you if your mom's going to live to make it to a med bed. We can't tell you that. Are the IMF and BIS white hat controlled, or are they black hats meddling? Yes. Hello, Mike and Jen. After the RV and the med beds, do you see me, Bethany, and my husband moving to Florida or staying here with my grandkids and grands, with my kids and grands, or having homes in both areas? Okay. Me and Bethany. Well, I guess we can focus in on Bethany because I don't know who this is.
There's a picture.
Are they moving to Florida or staying here? Wherever here is.
Florida.
Florida. Okay. Lori, when do you see us? I guess that's her and her husband moving back to Michigan after the RV into our dream home. Thank you, kindly.
I'm getting 3 years. So maybe you stick around for a while.
Robin B says, Jen, please confirm the message my dad's been trying to say the last 2 days. She just wants to know if the message she's getting is for sure, for real.
Stab in the dark, Robin. It's insured. You'll be comfortable. That's what I'm getting.
Yep. Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Lisa. Can you ask the angels if they hear us every morning and night? And my children ask for their protection. Do they hear us? Of course they hear you. But Jen, tell them, Jen. Tell them they hear you.
Mm-hmm.
They always hear.
They always hear you. Yeah, people, there's sometimes they're expecting like Jesus to walk in the room or to like the Archangel Michael to walk in the room. They're pretty fearsome looking, but like loving. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Archangel Michael just walked in the room, it would scare the crap out of everybody. I mean, like.
I tried to get Jesus to come down to Vegas for Halloween and walk around with me and perform miracles, and he wouldn't even do that. So no, he's not going to show up.
Shocking that he didn't.
Turn down that invitation.
Anyway,
come on, Jesus. Let's go hang around or let me perform miracles on people. I'll dress like Jesus.
Okay, yeah, it's just that easy.
Just give me that.
Because you asked. No, your prayers are never unheard. You are always protected.
Okay. Swen Sonic? I don't know your name, hun, but we'll ask the question. This person wants to know if their humanitarian project will get approved. It's hard to do without a name or a picture. Is their humanitarian project going to get approved? Apparently, they've got a one-on-one scheduled soon.
Well, the angels know who you are. I usually just ask them. It's just in this setting, it's quicker if you give me your name. Yes. So it's like partially approved. They want to sit down. They want to talk about some part of it, or see if you would like to pair up with somebody else to combine your efforts. There's something like that goes on.
Okay. Georgiana Bain says, I live in an RV waiting for the RV. Will I get a cattle ranch I want soon? Will I get the cattle ranch I want soon?
I don't know if it's this year in the fall or next year in the fall. It takes a while to find the one that you want. But I do see you getting, someone's handing you keys.
Cool. Laura wants to let you know we're still waiting for the hearing for my autistic daughter with Social Security since it was denied twice. All info sent to an attorney. She wants to know if you see anything in terms of it happening.
Really feel like it's going to take another month and a half to get anywhere with that.
Stephanie has had 2 job interviews recently. Will I get the job or will I need the job?
I do think you get one of the 2 of the interviews you went on. And so then you stay for a little bit because you're kind of embarrassed that you don't need it anymore, and then you leave.
Okay. David wants to know when the Epstein names and videos come out.
I think I'm in June. There's a lot happening when it comes out. Huh. We'll see.
Guys, if you're blocked from the chats, it's because you put something spammy in there that looks like spam and didn't clarify that you're not a spammer to some extent, or because you said something shitty about me or Jen or Wolvie or one of our friends, or you're a Debbie Downer who's constantly saying, oh, which we don't have time for. When you're just a Debbie Downer, I try to just restrict your ability to post. But it's like, yeah, what happens if we get up tomorrow and it hasn't happened? Am I going to be bummed? Yeah, for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to get over it and start looking at when is it going down, because I know it's going down. So,
it's not if, it's when. And that's what we've been trying to figure out. If you're a pain in the ass in the chats and you upset everybody, we're going to kick you out.
Any truth to the rumor that the U.S. Treasury holds many? Yes, in the trillions. President Trump said in an interview, we hold $35 billion worth of their money in our treasury. Keeping in mind that 1 million dinar is only about 1,100. Let's say it's $1,000. How many trillions upon trillions of dinar does the U.S. government hold at the treasury? Enough to pay off the entire national debt, even if it revalued to $1. So yeah, well, it'd be more than $1, but yeah. We've got lots and lots of their money. TNT Tony Intel clip is now up on Mike and Jen's chats. Thank you. Tony occasionally has good information. And again, before you get too hard on Tony, yeah, he's full of shit on a lot of things, but Tony is the RV for the Walmart crowd, for the people who don't understand the complexities of international funds and currencies. He serves a purpose, so don't pick on him too much. Okay.
Well, we really just want to, this is the way I do it. I don't follow very many people. I usually just see what pops up in my chat or somebody tells me, because I don't really like to be too influenced about things. I keep up enough. But when I look at something, I take everything with a grain of salt. I said, okay, this is their theory. And I listen to what is actual intel, where that intel came from. Was it second hand, third hand, fourth hand, and how much of that is opinion and theory. And you can't just take everything as word of God because somebody's got a show, but it's okay to watch all these different people and put all the pieces together and
Just
form
take
your
the parts
own
that-
theory
right,
about
take
when
the
it's
parts
coming.
Take the parts that fit and decide
Yeah.
what you think.
Leave the rest.
Yep. Laura Yoder says, Jen, my son Evan will be traveling to Japan on April 12th through 19th, first time out of the U.S. Will all legs of his trip be safe? And will he get to where he needs to be and back home safely?
Evan. Yeah, he's fine. I was just trying to see I saw him get there. He got there okay. And I was just trying to see him get home okay. And he did. Very tired when he comes home.
The Kel. I wonder if I know you. Hi, Jen and Mike. My husband and I are heading 2 hours south tomorrow. Won't be back till Thursday. Should I take my currency and birth certificate with me? I don't know if we.
No, all you're going to have to do is make a phone call. If you're only 2 hours away, you can drive back.
There you go. The Kel. That's familiar. Hi, Jen and Mike. It's Angie. When will I be getting my own place? Love to you guys.
3 months?
3 months. Scott says you did a healing on my little boy Grayson. When do you see him leaving the hospital?
I think it's going to be another week.
Okay. Poor little guy. Mindy wants to know what's causing her high blood pressure.
Meds? Are you on some other kind of medication?
Yeah, could be. Maybe if you are.
That's what I heard was
All right, stop
meds.
it. Tracy Stevens, how far will I have to drive to redeem?
30 minutes.
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Oh, Terry, so you're not the Kel I'm thinking of. Debbie says, do you see me working in Minnesota when I move up there in June, or can I strictly focus on studying my heart's desire, astrology, and crystal healing?
Heart's desire.
Lady Louise says tomorrow is 11/12 on the Julian calendar. Interesting. 11/12.
I think an 11/12 might be a time of day between 11 and 12. And I'm not sure yet. That was in the Jentel. But something could come up like next week. And we're like, oh, there it is. So.
Yep. Shirley is currently residing with me. This is Kathy. I would like to know when she will be getting her own place.
Wow. I think I'm in September.
Okay.
Spire one.
Hongyu,
I mean, that's what I do.
Hongyu says, my daughter Grace has been dating Evan for 2 months. Do you see this developing into a long-term relationship?
Chances are it's not forever, but it's going to continue for a little while. It's probably less than a year. She'll be with him.
Okay. J.E. wants to know, will I be able to see a medbed early due to his military service?
I think the only reason that Gabriel answered that question is mom is worried about it not working out for her daughter and how to handle that.
Yeah.
That's why you got that information, because it's useful to you. It's kind of a heads up.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
These days, a year is a long-term relationship. J.E., will I be able to see a medbed due to my military service?
Yes.
Sorry.
Veterans actually are top priority.
You're not funny. Somebody just sent me a message. Dude, for you, 2 days is a long-term relationship. Yeah. You know who that is. Okay. Barb wants to know about her children, Aaron and Mark. Will they hear soon about their land? Will it be in their favor? And when will they know?
End of April. It is not in their favor.
Okay. End of April, not in their favor. Maria says, I had a dream Saturn, and I went to the bank and walked out with 4 or 5 checks. One was at 1.36 million and the other checks were smaller. Was this a spiritual message or just me?
Interesting that you saw that specific amount. The message there, dreams they're not exact.
Yeah.
But the message there was money's coming.
Newt Sisu, I can't ask this question without your name. The medbeds will work on anything. I don't know about your timeline. I don't know what to say about your timeline. Jen, you want to take a stab or try to ask the question with your real name? So, no? Nothing?
Yes, it will work on you. Because what is the immune system? It's basically what I think, I'm starting to think, I don't really know yet. It's probably the center of your being, where you have all your life force energy and how much you have in there. So if that is diminished, I think what they do with the med beds is they found a way to synthetically speed up the vibration and the concentration of the life force energy that feeds and allows everything to grow. Put a high concentration of that into you, and the body heals itself. And so and that will heal your immune system and any problem that it has there in a rapid pace. So yes.
And I can really highly recommend try the Inforce Plus over at MikeBarrettPets.com for humans. Inforce Plus, big immune system booster. You can take more than it says, as directed. If it's 2 capsules, you can take 4 if you want to. It's mushroom. It's not going to hurt you in any way. Or try the immune system booster also from the CBD gurus. Let's get it working for you. Because
you should go and watch the end of the show I did last night on Jennifer, or Philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble, because that we actually talked about that and gave exercises on how we can start being our own med bed, or God can be our med bed now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Vic Dog, $5 Rumble Rant says, when people have medbed treatments, will any of them have pain associated with the treatment? I don't believe that's the way it works, but maybe Jen can take a stab at that.
Do you think you're asleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're given an anesthetic.
Sean has a $5 Rumble Rant. Will I have to do extra rehab after medbeds due to my paralysis? Almost certainly. I've heard that from Carrie and from multiple other people, that there will still be rehab involved. Dog Galley, $20 Rumble Rant says, thank you for all you do. Be blessed, both of you. Do I have a spirit guide? And may I know the name? Honey, you didn't give us your name. 2 Dog Gal, $20 Rumble Rant. I need your name, but try it, I guess, Jen.
Amber. It's really not Amber. It sounds like Umber or something, but just call her Amber.
Amber. Okay. And a $5 Rumble Rant. Beth, do you see me buying the property that has 2 houses on it in Lenoir, North Carolina? It was taken off the market before Christmas, but hopefully they still want to sell.
What's the name?
Beth, excuse me. That was intense.
They don't want to do it. Something happened.
Okay, Lisa J. I sent a $5 Rumble Rant asking when my medbed appointment would be. I don't think you saw it. Lisa J wants to know when her medbed appointment is. Excuse me.
Three weeks to a month from the time you exchange. So you must have something going on that needs attention.
Okay. Same question from Tiffany. When does she get her medbed appointment?
Okay. Let's try with a little bit more interesting questions here. June.
Evie Michelle says, with today's new relationship, will it prompt my daughter to correct her behavior?
Some.
John wants to know if he's going to be an ordained deacon in the future.
Yes.
Laura Yoder wants to know if she's going to get a new job at the same company, but in a new department soon.
No.
Kelly says, "Good morning, Jen and Mike. My dog Tiberius keeps getting it's a great name. Keeps getting these bites outside. They start off little and it grows like crazy. Any idea what it could be? Is there anything I can put in the yard?" Kelly wants to know what's going on with her doggy. And again, send an email to mikebarapets@gmail.com. Diana will help you if there's anything medicinal you can do.
So is there something that's like grass mites?
Could be.
I feel like it's in the grass. There's some kind of mites going on with this dog. Something very small.
Okay. Susan wants to know, she's having trouble with her husband Richard and her son Chris. Will I have peace soon?
If you demand it, you're gonna have to put your foot down with those two. I don't know, threaten people. That's what moms do. I feel like this is gonna go on off and on until June.
Okay. Yes, Peggy, medbeds will cure anything. So yes. Cool Raul wants to know about Marcia's niece Jasmine is going to Guam and has cut off ties with her mother. Any hint about what's up?
That's gonna take longer than I have. That's something I really need to look into. That you'd have to get a private reading for that.
Okay. Jackie says her dog has a vet appointment at UC Davis Vet Hospital. Will I have any problems getting there and finding out what is wrong with him?
No, it's actually pretty easy. I do think they identify the problem. I feel like satisfied with the visit.
Jen would like to know, or sorry, Lynn would like to know, will she receive the stimulus check for Social Security? And if so, when?
I don't really know when those are coming out. You will get one.
Okay.
When? I don't know. I'm tired of all the when questions.
Yeah. This is Marcia. Can you please unblock me from your Telegram chats, please? Sorry for whatever I did. Okay, Marcia, send something to Chris Iverson. Send him a message.
You got blocked on both of them?
Yeah.
For no reason, right? I think you should talk to Batman. I think he knows what the deal is because it wasn't me. I'm not admin on Mike's.
Okay.
Doesn't trust me with it.
That's not true. We had an incident, which I thought we were over, but apparently we're not. Would you like to be an admin again on my chat?
No, I'm not doing it now.
Yeah.
Freaking out of luck now.
Doing this show with you
couldn't pay me to do it now.
Married. It's just like being married, guys. No, I don't want to. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get a question. Here's one. Karen would like to know, will the RV occur prior to her eviction court date? And do you see the eviction process still happening?
I don't know when your court date is, but it's scheduled to occur sometime this week into next.
Yeah. God, Jen, I'm overwhelmed by the number of questions today. Everybody is just.
That was like last night too. It looked like my email. Oh,
yeah.
And I want to tell everybody, okay, email is out of control. Okay. If you haven't purchased a reading or if you're not submitting to me for a healing, please just don't send me everything you think and everything you saw that day and I'll watch this video I saw and all that stuff. It just slows me down. There's just too many.
Okay.
So I do have a list of completed healings that I'm going to be sending out. I'm going to do some more in the next couple of days, and I'm just going to send out the whole list and tell you. So I have been doing the healings. Okay, I got to catch up on the emails. Following is growing, and it's just taking me longer to do things.
All right. Guys, I think we're gonna call it there. There are at least another 100 questions, and Jen needs some decompression downtime before she does her readings, which people have paid for. So Jen needs to be sharp for those. Jen, do you have any other final messages or anything to everybody today while I put up your
I think we're there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm serious. I mean, I pretty sure that Jesus loves me, okay? And to have this happen to me this morning, it's in the yellow dress and everything, and everybody's, like I think we're there. They wouldn't do that to me.
Find Jennifer on jenniferfala.com. Find her on Philosophy on Telegram, Philosophy Chat on Telegram. Those are the places to go to get everything. You can find me on mikebarrett.blogspot.com, Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble, Mike Barrett Chat on Instagram. Instagram is Mike Barrett 333, Mike Barrett Chat on Telegram, Twitter X at Mike Barrett 333, but it is not for the faint of heart. So be careful about going on my Twitter X. I am sharp-tongued and vicious. All right, guys, I'd like to get all the questions answered. We just can't. There's too many of them. It's overwhelming. Thank you. Jen and I will be back on Wednesday for Tell the Truth Wednesday, at which time we may be talking about a completely different world and a completely different set of circumstances. At least, as Jen says, I'm also hearing from my end of things, we're there. It's just a question of a couple of days here and there at this point. That's what I'm hearing. That's what everybody around us is hearing. That's what Jen's hearing from the angels. So let's pray this sucker in, be happy, be blessed. And remember, nobody knows how it's going to work, right? We hear that we may be able to, buy a football team, buy an NFL team. We don't know that. If it doesn't come out that way, if it's just enough money for you to not have to worry about money again, think of the blessing that is. Wow, just the dinar coming in at $5 would make my life so much better and so much more enjoyable. So be grateful for however this manifests, be grateful for it. That's the important thing in my mind. And get ready because it's happening. All right, I'll be back with Mel Carmine and Elisa and Laura Eisenhower in the forecast at 1 p.m. on Mel Carmine's channel. It will also be a simulcast to Mike Barrett 2. I'll see you there. And then tonight or tomorrow night, Toxically Masculine Tuesday with the boys. And Jen and I are back on Wednesday, along with Whiskey and Wisdom on Wednesday. It's a busy week. Hopefully it's a very exciting
and
week.
I have a show tomorrow as well.
And Jen has a show what time tomorrow? 9?
Probably around that time, yeah.
9 a.m. for Philosophy for Jen for tomorrow. So be there or be square. Follow them all. We'll see you then. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.